Hey everyone, how you doing today? Got a fun little video I saw on Bill of Freedom's channel. Stop by, give it a subscribe, tell him Real Americans sent you. So here we have our favorite e-bagger, PayPal Patty, and his BFF, James Freeman, go into a courthouse to do an audit. Almost immediately they are chased out of the courthouse and spend the next 2.5 minutes completely embarrassing themselves as security staff are countering every argument they make with logic. So step back, enjoy, and let's have some fun.
Oh, we're just in the courthouse. You cannot have cameras inside the courthouse. Okay, can you talk to us outside? I'll talk to you outside. Okay.
Let's go. Let's talk outside.
So we can clear that up because we think that's incorrect, but if you've got the documentation. It is an order from a judge. Okay, can you without the judge's permission, we are not allowed to have cameras in the courthouse.
So the judge controls the courthouse. If he says no cameras, then no cameras. Quote all the regulations you want, all the rules you want. The judge is in charge, they made the decision, and it's final.
What's your name? Sorry, Lieutenant Ken Van Duzer. Van Duzer, and sorry, we'll move out of the doorway.
Yeah, let's move out of the doorway so everyone can get in.
What's your name, sir? Debbie Lancaster. What's Lancaster? I didn't give it. So okay, well then what is it? So you're saying it's a judge's order. If you can go and get that for us, because if it's not actually... No, I'm not going to go get the So it's not a judge's order. You can do a written request to the judge if you wish to bring in cameras into the courthouse, and he has no problem responding to that. Here's the deal. If you can't even show me the judge's order, it kind of makes me think that you might be lying to me, because that's...
See, I told you, man. There is a conspiracy out there. See?
Yeah, right, I know.
Conspiracy.
So a typical tactic trying to provoke the police, they call them liars. The judge does not have to sign an order. In most courts, a judge in the court says no cell phones, then there are no cell phones. You walk in there, you can get fined or penalized or whatever. But the judge says there's no cameras allowed in the courthouse. The same rules apply. They're making the decision, and it's final.
Happened before? Well, you can't show me your identification. I don't need to show you identification. I'm a member of the public. This is Nazi Germany. I don't have to show ID. I don't have to show papers every time a Nazi asks me to.
Are you fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
And that's one of the most irritating things about these guys. They always say, well, the Nazis this and you're Nazis that. These guys can't begin to imagine what it would be like if this was a Nazi Germany type environment. People like them would disappear in an instant. They'd be taken out and shot. They throw that Nazi word around so much, it's irritating as hell. This is not Nazi Germany, this is them doing their job and these two idiots being idiots. It's just so irritating. They don't know what they're talking about. Talk to any of the few remaining Holocaust survivors and they'll tell you that these idiots are just throwing that name around for no reason. It's just totally disrespectful.
So anyways, you are making a claim that the judge has an order. Now a judge's order is on paper and it's stamped by the court and sealed by the court. What is your request to bring the cameras in? So we can tour our building and see what our tax dollars are paying for.
We have no intent of going into the courtroom. We wanted to stay in the public areas.
This is what our tax dollars pay for, and you're telling me that you're going to restrict me from it. If you turn your cameras off when you come in, so you cannot record inside the courthouse. There's no sign anywhere that says that. There's no law anywhere that says
where's
that.
The policy?
You're saying there's a judge's order, but you're telling me it's a secret order that nobody can see. If you want to leave your cameras with him outside, we can go to the judge and you can talk to the judge yourself. No, you told me there's a judge's order. That means that it is already in pre-existence before we ever got here, that there is on a piece of paper sealed and stamped by the court that there is a judge's order. No, I didn't say it was sealed.
I think you're pretending to the courtroom. You're pretending to the courtroom.
If the judge gives you a verbal order, that's an order. No.
Again, the judge controls the courthouse. For saying no cameras allowed inside, that's it. They don't have to put it in writing. These guys, again, trying to provoke an incident, start a confrontation. In the end, they're just repeating themselves over and over again. The judge is in charge. They made the decision. It's final.
Okay, no. Yes. Negative. If it is not on paper as a judge's order, then it's not.
So this idiot's screaming if it's not on paper. Let's give you the idea of every amendment has its limitations to a certain extent, protecting privacy, things like that. So my First Amendment right to yell fire in my own house, yelling fire, 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 that's in my house and only affects me. But it's against the law, though it's not actually written, that if you go to a movie theater and scream fire, that's not First Amendment rights, that's you causing a public disturbance, disturbing the peace, everything. It's illegal and you can't go to jail for that. So every amendment has its limits. These idiots are playing the dumb game. Well, they're not playing it, they actually are that dumb. And in the end, The judge makes the call and it is final. This, I want to see it on paper, means absolutely nothing.
You understand? No. How long you been working? 13 years.
He's been working longer than you've been alive, let's put it that way.
No, sure don't. Not without the camera.
I didn't say about the camera.
Hey, he said.
You want to walk, you walk up here. I don't take your orders. You want to go in this courthouse, you walk your butt up here like a man.
You're asking a lot of these two, especially Patrick, who's basically a beta male loser. They ain't got the balls to look you in the eye like a man. They're cowards.
I'm not going in there.
Good.
I'll come back another time.
Can we go in there?
So you're telling me we can go in with
Hey, hold on. Let me hear what he has to say. Hold
Yeah,
on.
come on, buddy. Come on.
Are you letting us come in?
I want come up here and I'll talk to you.
Okay.
He can stay out here and be whatever he wants. Come here.
You see, Patrick can follow orders. Isn't that just amazing?
Serious. You want to come inside the courthouse and video courtroom?
You're making me fear because
Do
you're
you
tone
want
of
to come
voice.
in and video courtroom?
Yeah, and I don't.
Come here.
No, not in the courtroom. In just in the
No,
courthouse.
we can't. This is Juvenile Wednesday, and you're not putting a bunch of kids on your video.
Unfortunately for these idiots, it could be a juvenile, it could be a victim of domestic violence like Morales Torres does. They don't care. They're in it for the views. Doesn't matter who's in there. It could be the secret witness to the Jimmy Hoffa murder. They don't care. They're here to provoke confrontation to get views. This police officer is unfortunately being way too lenient with these losers.
Okay. I want to stay in.
You want to come in and video courtroom? I've got an order from a judge that says you can come out and do one of his courtrooms. No security, nothing else. If you want to do a courtroom, that's perfectly fine.
So again, he actually counters Patty in a brilliant way. He just don't think he realized it. That the judge ordered. You get the judge's order. So the judge ordered him, tell them they couldn't bring the cameras in. They had a big hissy fit. The judge ordered said you can now come into the courtroom and see things. All of a sudden he's all, yay, let's do this. Now the rest of the video is just them walking around like dumbasses for like 15 minutes accomplishing nothing. So basically that was the whole highlight of the whole video right there. And that's about it. Alright guys, so you have a good one. I'll see you later. Be safe.